The death toll has risen up to 359, out of which 39 are foreign nationals. 17 bodies have been identified of the foreigners and have been released to their families. The investigation is still being conducted by our forces and our intelligence agencies. We have made a significant amount of arrests. We are gathering information about who have been involved in these atrocities, plus any other extremist elements in this country. So we are at the moment gathering all that information, and we have taken, I think our investigations have gathered quite a lot of intel on this, and we will be making further arrests in the next couple of days. And we can firmly say that within the next couple of days that our security agencies will have the whole situation of this country under control. Right now, I think this group has been, there are two groups. From what we gathered, the National Tawfiq Jamaat, I think there has been a group that has split from that main body, and they have basically that is the group that has become quite extreme, and from what we have gathered is that their thinking is that only Islam can be the only religion in this country. So that has been their extreme view, and which is why they have carried out these atrocities, these bombings. But we believe that the leader of this group has also committed suicide in one of the attacks. We are conducting those investigations at the moment to see if there is a direct link to any international organizations. Right now, the IS has claimed responsibility, but I can say yes, through ideology and maybe funding, but on the funding part, we are conducting investigations to find out whether there was direct funding. But what also I can say is that this group of some of the suicide bombers, most of them are well educated and come from maybe middle or upper middle class. So they are financially quite independent and quite, their families are quite stable financially. So that is a worrying factor in this, because some of them have, I think, studied in various other countries. They hold degrees, some LLMs, there's quite well-educated people. We believe that one of the suicide bombers studied in the UK and then maybe later on did his postgraduate in Australia before coming back to settle in Sri Lanka. According to an assessment done by the intelligence, that they believe that this is a reprisal. It was basically motivated, that the Christchurch incident motivated these guys to carry out these blasts on Easter Sunday. Because this group has first, I think, a couple of months ago in the Kegol district had defaced a few Buddhist statues and attacked some temples and a church as well. But they were very, it was not to this magnitude. They were just small, attacks. But for them to take this kind of action on Easter Sunday, our intelligence services believe that they were motivated by the Christchurch incident. What we have found out is that there have been two safe houses, one in Negombo and one in Panadura. So it had been easy for them to plan out these attacks. So Sri Lanka is not a vast country. I believe this group has been, at some point thinking of making some kind of attack, but I believe, according to the agencies, that the Christchurch incident would have motivated them to, carry it out on Easter Sunday. Yeah, no, there have been 9 suicide bombers, 8 have been identified. The other person, we are conducting investigations as to to find out the identification, but that person also is diseased. She was trained, I cannot say at the moment, but she definitely did commit suicide by blasting a jacket. Well, our intelligence agencies have links with many intelligence agencies from other countries, so I think there has been, information that has been flowing from many sources. But yes, there has been, as I said in my speech yesterday, our intelligence had been briefed, and certain officials have been notified about the possible attack, but due to some, the lapse of, security arrangements, most of the officials were not notified, that is including me, and the Prime Minister was not notified about these threats, which is very unfortunate. And so there has been a lapse in that regard, but the President has come back and he has promised to take and put an inquiry into this, to why there had been a lapse of about the sharing of information amongst them. The U.S. government is providing help for our intelligence services by giving the FBI, there's an FBI unit down here to help with investigations. So yes, we are conducting, the CID is in contact with the FBI. There are, I think, other intelligence services from various other countries, including Australia, the Interpol, UK, and the UAE has also, the ambassador of the UAE called me yesterday, and they are willing to provide some intelligence service to help out with the investigation as well. So yes, there are various countries that are helping us at that moment.